Financial regulation is important because financial intermediation is important. Connecting savers and investors is important for growth, is important for jobs, is important for the society. Finance is a complicated area, and so it requires regulation. That's why financial regulation is important. If financial regulation is not done right, uncertainty in the society and in the economy increases. And the consequence of that is that the society doesn't grow, the economy doesn't grow, people don't have jobs, the welfare of people is negatively affected. From the crisis, an effort to reform the financial sector has been undertaken. This is still ongoing, and so the main challenge is to complete this reform process successfully. Well, there are a number of aspects. First of all, making banks safer, more capital, better quality capital, making markets and banks more transparent and therefore more stable, improving the governance in the market and in the banks, including ethics, not least, of the market participants. So all these work lines are being pursued. In Europe, the most important thing that has been done by way of reform in the last 5 years is the creation of the banking union, which of course involves a number of things, including the creation of a single supervisor in Frankfurt, to which I participate. The central goal of the banking union is to make the banking system in Europe safer, sounder and more stable by supervising them, so make sure ex ante they behave well. Once they get into trouble, making sure that there are sufficient resources available and an authority available to keep the system stable in spite of some occasional banking failures. I think everybody in the street is a user of finance, either because they are clients of banks or even very simply because they hold cash in their pockets. So this is something that is of interest to everybody, and the fact that the banks and the financial sector, as a result of those reform efforts, are now more stable and more sound than they were before, should be of concern of everybody. We are already almost 10 years from the crisis, so we need to bring the system to a more stable regulatory environment where all the participants can adjust to. So that's a priority. And second, let me stress again the importance of governance and ethics. So the rules don't work unless the market participants themselves are willing to adopt the basic rules of ethics. So it's not only a question of compliance, formal compliance with the rules, but of substantive understanding and following those rules.